Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to be talking about traffic light foods. So we are focusing on nutrition. So the big picture question is, what are the best foods to eat and the best foods to avoid eating? Here's how I like to think of it. This is my traffic light system to help quickly identify the healthiest food options. Green means go, yellow means caution, and red means stop and think before you put it in your mouth. Here are our green light foods. These are the best foods for us, the absolute healthiest. And you can eat as many as you want every single day. Basically, green light foods are real food that grows out of the ground, or a bush, or a tree. And these are our fruits and our vegetables. They have lots of what's called nutrients in them, like vitamins and minerals, which is the best kind of energy for us. They give us the biggest bang for your buck, which is probably why a bundle of organic carrots is more money than a Twinkie or a brownie, because they have more nutrients in them and are better for our bodies. Never give up on your green light foods, your fruits and your vegetables. Keep trying new and different ones. Sometimes they taste different because they grow out of the ground. For example, you might try a blueberry and think that, oh, that doesn't taste just right. But if you try another blueberry, it might taste a little bit sweeter and a little bit better. So don't give up on them. Another example would be a carrot. You might like carrots raw, whereas other friends might like carrots cooked. Once they're cooked and boiled in water, they get a different texture and a little bit softer. So there are many different ways that you can cook and prepare your fruits and your vegetables. Mrs. Kobler loves to juice them and put them in a juicer. That's how she gets her fruits and vegetables in. Some people like to put them in smoothies. So get creative and never give up on them, because I promise you, they will never give up on you in return. Now let's look at yellow light foods. Yellow light foods are good for us, and we should be eating these foods every day. Foods like bread, pasta, rice, milk, meat, fish, cheese. But you have to be really careful with yellow light foods, because sometimes they are processed, and if we eat too much of them, they will turn into red light foods. So we want to eat these in smaller amounts. Here's an example. Pizza is a yellow light food, but if you add pepperoni to it, then you're adding a processed meat, which is full of fats that are not too great for our bodies. Popcorn would be another good example. If you add, say, sugar, chocolate, caramel, it will turn from a yellow light food quickly into a red light food. A salad is a green light food, but if you add lots of ranch dressing, French fries, bacon perhaps, it will turn from green to yellow and then red. And this is giving us the wrong kind of energy. So we want to be mindful of our yellow light foods and eat them with caution and in smaller amounts. Now let's look at our red light foods. Foods like candy, potato chips, cake, junk food, fast food, any type of soda, which is filled with lots of sugar. And sugar is the biggest cause of all the chronic diseases we're dealing with today, such as excessive weight gain, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, behavior issues, even linked to mental illness such as depression. So we need to really be careful with our red light foods. Enjoy them. Don't feel guilty when you eat them. Just use lots and lots of caution. They do provide energy, but it's the wrong kind of energy. It's not the energy that you need in your body to make you work the right way. It's lots of fats, like I said, lots of sneaky sugars that hide behind many different names on food labels, and things that make us break down and not work so well. So the more plant foods and fewer processed junk foods, the better. Eat real food, friends. Did it grow out of the ground, or was it made by a human? So now let's compare a green light food versus a red light food. Here we have a whole orange versus a tiny piece of a glazed donut. So try to think of your body like a car. The energy in foods is like gasoline for a car. Putting gas in your car makes it move, just like putting food in our bodies gives us energy. Junk foods, red light foods like we talked about, chips, Pepsi, candy, this piece of donut, they provide us energy, but like I said, it's the wrong kind of energy. It's the kind that makes us tired and crash quickly. So the orange has lots of nutrients like we talked about earlier. It has vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, phytochemicals, carbohydrates, water, fiber, lots of different kinds of nutrients. And then the tiny piece of donut, the only energy that has in it is carbohydrates. It's missing all the other nutrients. Both have the same amount of calories or energy, but the donut lacks the right kind. So right now, can you out loud name a green light food? If you named any fruit or vegetable, you are correct. Nice job. Next question. Can you now name a yellow light food? If you guessed any grains, meat, or dairy, you are correct. Can you now name a red light food? If you guessed any junk foods, you are correct. Now let's play our game of the week, which is called Guess That Food. So I'm going to name a food that is on the screen. I will give you a few seconds to guess if it is a green light food, yellow light food, or red light food. And then I will tell you the answer. So here we go, and good luck. Let's start with the carrot. If you guessed a green light food, you are correct. Next, the pancakes. If you guessed yellow light food, you are correct. If you guessed red light food, you are also correct because of all of the syrup and butter that is on the pancake. Next, let's look at the can of soda pop. If you guessed red light food, you are correct. Next is the loaf of bread. If you guessed yellow light food, you are correct. Nice job. Now let's look at the crackers. If you said yellow light food, good for you. You are correct. You guys are rock stars. Now let's look at the orange. If you said green light food, you are correct. Next is the broccoli. If you said green, you are right. A+. Next, let's look at the grapes. Grapes are a green light food. Nice job. How about the banana? Banana is also a green light food. Let's look at the yogurt now. Yogurt is a yellow light food. If you guessed yellow, you are right. Next is the bowl of rice. Rice is a yellow light food. Nice job. How about the sundae, the bowl of ice cream? The sundae is a red light food. Next is chocolate. Chocolate would be a red light food. Next we have milk. If you guessed yellow light, you are correct. Next is the cheeseburger. If you said yellow light, you are correct. Last but not least, the apple a day that keeps the doctor away. If you guessed if you guessed green light food for the apple, you are correct. Nice job. That is it for our lesson for the week. I hope you learned something new. I miss everybody very much, and I cannot wait to see you again. Stay safe.